Welcome to The Farm Where Careers Grow. In part one of this resume writing series, we focused on pharmacy technician students and recent graduates. How to build a strong first resume for entry-level pharmacy roles. We walked through structure, clean formatting, translating transferable skills, and setting foundational SMART goals. Now, part two is about growth. This lesson is for pharmacy technicians who are already working and preparing for their next role. We are going to focus on what employers expect at the second job level, how to show operational awareness, how to stack credentials strategically, and how to write job entries that reflect real scope. If you want more career lessons like this, please like the video and subscribe to The Farm, so you can stay connected to the full Career Compound series. By the end of part two, you should be able to understand how your resume must evolve from I am ready to I create value. Use credential stacking intentionally so your resume reflects progression, not accumulation. Format stronger job entries using metrics, systems, and scope. And finally, use SMART goals to guide advancement decisions so your next move is intentional. As you watch, feel free to pause and take notes. This lesson is designed to be used like a lecture. You are no longer proving readiness, you are proving value. Your first role proves that you can be trained, supervised, and trusted. Your next role proves that you understand how pharmacy operations work. Second role employers expect to see things like volume awareness, accuracy under pressure, technology familiarity, and compliance-minded thinking. So if your resume still reads like a student document or a first job resume, it may not match the level you are applying for, even if you are qualified. If this already sounds like the shift you are trying to make, please like the video and share it with another technician who is planning a move this year. Your resume should reflect progress, not accumulation. Credential stacking is how many healthcare professionals build careers over time. Early credentials build clinical exposure. Later credentials support leadership, operations, or administration. The key is direction. Each credential should support your next step, not your past. And this is not about collecting titles. It is about strategic progression. When you stack credentials intentionally, your resume becomes a career story instead of a list of random achievements. Here is what strategic credential stacking might look like in practice. Many pharmacy technicians begin with the Pharmacy Technician Starter Kit, State Board Registration or Licensure. The National Credential, Certified Pharmacy Technician, or CPHT. Optional specialty certificates through organizations like the Pharmacy Technician Certification Board or the Board of Pharmacy Technician Specialties. As technicians grow, some add credential boosters, such as Registered Health Information Technician, or RHIT, which requires completion of an approved associate degree, Registered Health Information Administrator, or RHIA, which requires completion of an approved bachelor's degree. Other credentials, such as Certified Associate in Healthcare Information and Management Systems, or CAHIMS, support health technology roles. Prior authorization. Certified Specialist, or PACS, aligns with reimbursement and access-focused roles. APEXIS. 340B, certification supports compliance-heavy hospital pharmacy operations. Some professionals later pursue degrees in pharmacy technology, healthcare administration, health information management, communications, or business-related fields. The key idea is this: you validate your experience while learning something new. This is why identifying your goal first matters. Some credentials are only accessible once you reach certain educational milestones. If you are finding this helpful, pause the video if needed and take notes, then continue when ready. Credentials listed after your name are not decorative. They are professional signals. The order and selection of credentials help employers quickly understand your current professional identity. Degrees are listed first, followed by licenses or registrations, and then national certifications. Let's look at a few examples on the screen. Avery Hillsdale, RPT CCMA lists her most recently earned registered pharmacy technician credential before a previously earned certified clinical medical assistant credential. Listing both makes sense only because both are active and support her goal of combining pharmacy and clinical skills in her next role. Joshua Cooper, BSHA CPHT, earned both an associate's and a bachelor's degree, but only the most recently earned and relevant degree is listed. The Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration best supports his current career direction. Listing too many credentials creates confusion, not credibility. Expired or irrelevant credentials weaken trust. In Part 1, we discussed education while you are still enrolled, using expected completion until graduation. That helps students stay honest while still showing progress. In Part 2, we assume completion. That means your education section should shift to earned credentials only. Once you finish the program, remove expected completion immediately and list the credential you earned in clean month and year format. This is small, but it signals professionalism because pharmacy employers notice accuracy and consistency. This section is where employers verify eligibility quickly. A strong credentials and licensure section clearly lists your national certification, your state registration or license, and any additional credentials that are active and relevant. This is also how you keep your name line clean. You do not need every credential after your name. Your resume can carry the full proof here. Sometimes credentials earned outside of pharmacy still matter. For example, a pharmacy technician with an OSHA 10 certification may be well positioned for roles that blend healthcare experience with workplace safety or compliance, such as environmental health and safety roles. Even if OSHA 10 is not explicitly required, listing it can demonstrate regulatory awareness and safety culture familiarity. This slide is the compliance reminder. Remove irrelevant or expired certifications and outdated licenses. Pharmacy is compliance-driven, and expired credentials can signal attention to detail issues, even if you did not intend it that way. Accuracy on paper reflects accuracy on the job. And if you have stacked credentials, list the one that best supports your next role. Your resume should be a targeted document, not a storage unit. If this reminder is helpful, please like the video and subscribe to The Farm for more career resources. This is the structure behind strong resume bullets. Action verb, task, metric, system, and outcome. Not every bullet needs every piece, but this formula helps you write job entries that sound operational instead of task-based. What I want you to notice is that this structure forces you to answer employer questions. How much? How often? Using what system? With what standard? That is what second role hiring managers are looking for. Your relationship with technology changes over time. In an externship, you are exposed to systems. In your first paid role, you begin using systems daily. By your second role, you are expected to show familiarity and confidence with systems. So, track the names of the tools you touch. Pharmacy management systems, automation cabinets, ordering platforms, insurance tools. These become transferable within pharmacy and can also translate into vendor or operations roles later. This is why I tell technicians, if you touched a system, learn its name. If you learned it, track it. If you tracked it, put it on the resume. This is what a strong retail pharmacy entry looks like. Notice how the bullets show volume and workflow, not just tasks. When you say processed 150 to 250 prescriptions weekly, you are telling employers the pace you can handle. When you mention supporting drop-off, data entry, and pickup workflow, you show you understand the sequence of pharmacy operations. And when you include documentation, insurance coordination, inventory checks, and expiration monitoring, you are showing compliance awareness. If you are in retail and trying to move up, this style of entry is one of the fastest ways to strengthen your resume. Hospital entries should sound slightly different. Even entry-level hospital roles emphasize accuracy, documentation standards, policy adherence, and collaboration with pharmacy staff. What I want you to notice is that the bullets are intentionally less customer service and more workflow and safety. Hospital employers want evidence that you can operate within a controlled environment, follow procedures, and maintain documentation integrity. Entry-level pharmacy roles exist in multiple settings: independent pharmacies, inpatient or outpatient hospital, call centers, warehouse and fulfillment, long-term care, and more. Here's the key teaching point. Your resume language should match the environment. Independent pharmacies emphasize patient interaction and multitasking. Call centers emphasize documentation speed, accuracy, and prior authorization workflows. Warehouse settings emphasize inventory integrity, scanning accuracy, packaging, and shipping compliance. Different settings, different signals, but the same core requirement: accuracy and reliability. This slide is a career habit. Track the systems you use, because systems become leverage for your next role. Even if you are new, keep a running list: Pioneer RX, QS1, ScriptPro, BD Pixis, Omnicell, McKesson, Cardinal, and so on. If you later apply for operations roles, inventory roles, call center roles, informatics adjacent roles, or vendor roles, employers want technicians who already understand systems and workflow logic. Systems are not just tools. They are proof of operational exposure. These bullets show the difference between task-based and operations-aware writing. Instead of saying "worked with inventory," you name what you used and why it mattered. Process prescription data using Pioneer RX, supporting accurate workflow and documentation. Utilize Omnicell cabinets for medication distribution and inventory tracking. Coordinated inventory replenishment through McKesson systems in compliance with pharmacy procedures. What this signals is, I understand operations, not just tasks. This is the language of advancement. If you want more examples like these, please like the video and subscribe so you can continue with part 3. SMART goals. Stop being abstract when you connect them to career decisions. If you need a full breakdown of SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, watch part 1. Part 1 teaches SMART goals in detail and gives foundational examples. In part 2, we apply SMART goals to advancement. This is where goals become tools for deciding what to learn next, what credential to pursue, what experience to prioritize, and what to leave off your resume. This slide is about choosing direction. You do not have to pick a path forever, but you do need a direction for your next move. Are you pursuing hospital growth, operations growth, inventory and automation, vendor and technology roles, reimbursement and access roles? SMART goals help you focus your energy so you are not applying randomly or collecting credentials without purpose. Choosing a path does not limit you. It clarifies what to build next. This is a practical reset plan for technicians preparing for a new year career move. Update your resume with metrics and systems. Set one advancement SMART goal. Apply consistently with intention. Track technology exposure weekly. Review and refine monthly. What I want you to notice is that this plan is not complicated. It is consistent. Career momentum usually comes from repeated small actions, not one perfect moment. These mistakes keep technicians stuck. Vague bullets with no metrics, no system names listed, expired credentials still displayed, overcrowded resumes with irrelevant history, listing your full address instead of the city and state only, and applying for jobs without direction. The fix is not more effort. The fix is precision. A clean, targeted resume signals the same thing employers want in pharmacy: accuracy, clarity, and trust. This concludes Career Compounds, Resume Writing, Part 2. After this lesson, you should understand how to evolve your resume toward operational awareness, stack credentials with intention, and use SMART goals to guide advancement. In Part 3, we will discuss specialization and how to align your resume with advanced pharmacy paths without overwhelming your document. If this lesson helped you, please like the video, share it with a colleague, and subscribe to The Farm so you can continue growing with this series. This is The Farm, where careers grow.